What's up, YouTube? You are now tuned into Inside the Edge. In today's episode, where we're going to talk about Cam Newton and the whole operation behind the Carolina Panthers and the whole quarterbacking situation. It's a lot that's surfacing around the league and football as far as quarterbacks. We've seen Ben Roethlisberger go down. Another guy steps in. We're starting to see a lot of backup quarterbacks this year. I think it's the same situation in Jacksonville. And right now, we're just going to talk about Cam Newton and moving forward of the debate of who should, I guess it all comes down to Ron Rivera and what he's going to do moving forward between Cam Newton and Kyle Allen. And I see both sides of it, because there are people that are saying they should just roll with Allen over Cam. And again, I think I'm going to be more on that fence too. I think the Panthers should roll more with Allen than Cam. But I'm going to first say this. I'm not saying that Kyle Allen is better than Cam Newton in any capacity. I'm not saying he's better than him in any capacity. I'm looking at it as far as winning games. Which guy is going to win you games? I do believe when Cam Newton comes back next week after the bye, I do feel like he should start. You should definitely give Cam a start because I'm going to acknowledge, yes, Cam Newton has been injured. He's been injured since last season with the shoulder injury that happened to him mid last season, and he did a lot of rehab, and there was a lot of reports saying he wasn't even going to come back this season, but he rehabbed. He worked hard to make it back to week one, which I respect because as an athlete, you don't want someone else to take your job, So Cam, he worked hard to get to where he's at, and that's why I feel like he deserves to get a start. Even though he did his first two starts and he didn't play so well, I still feel like the Panthers should still give him a shot just to see what can he do this season. We've seen what Kyle Allen has done this season. He's thrown 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's won 4 straight games, and he's played against the Buccaneers, the Texans, the Jaguars. And he's played against the Cardinals, and he's won all of those games. He's completed 65% of his passes, and that says a lot of the receivers he has. He doesn't really have much weapons, but he's getting the job done. And I think we have to take that into consideration. Now, Cam Newton should definitely get a start after the bye just to see what he can do. But it's not really a absurd thing to say that Kyle Allen shouldn't start the remainder of the season because the guy is playing really, really well. He's winning this team football games, and I think we need to kind of acknowledge that moving forward because football, you can have all the talent, but if the guy is not winning you games, then what is he to your football team? So, Cam Newton, again, I have so much respect for him. He's came into the league his rookie year. He threw for over 4,000 yards. He threw over 21 touchdown passes. He's had a great career. He's reached the highest peak of any athlete in the NFL. He's been to multiple Pro Bowls. He's made a Super Bowl appearance for the Panthers. It just seems like over the past couple of years, he's dealt with a lot of injuries. And, last year he went out the way he didn't want to go out. He wanted to try to lead this team to at least the playoffs. And, that didn't happen. They ended up missing the playoffs. And that's why this season for the Panthers is so important because they missed the postseason last year. And they can't be 2 back-to-back years, So they're trying to go with the guy of who's going to win them football games. So, Cam Newton, he's 250 pounds, 6'5", but, he has to understand that there are guys that are on the defensive side that is his same size, and he's taking a lot of hits. And my biggest question to Cam Newton is how is he going to change his game when he comes back? Because I feel like he's been doing a lot of thinking of how can I keep my body healthy enough to continue this, at least the longevity of football. He's 30 years of age. Again, he's taken 291 hits, sacks throughout his career. That's a lot of sacks. And, a lot of quarterbacks don't last long in this league, and he's taken that many hits. It just questions, how much is he going to really have left within the next 3 years? How much can his body endure? How much pain can his body go through? How much rehab and surgery, money being lost? Because that all goes into being injured. So I think Cam has to kind of open his mind up to the idea of being more of a pocket quarterback. He's never been a pocket quarterback throughout his throughout his 9 seasons, he's never really been a pocket quarterback. But we just have to see him develop his game. I think he's going to try to change up his playing style and be more of a pocket quarterback. And, we've seen it with a lot of players like Jordan. When Jordan was hooping in the league, leaping over all his defenders, dunking over everyone. After a period of time, he's like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I have to rely on something else. I have to develop my game. And what did Jordan do? He developed a jump shot. And that's what put his career to play even longer, because he developed a jump shot and took less stress off of his body. And I think Cam needs to do the same thing. He needs to develop his game and become more of a pocket quarterback, become more of a passer than a runner. Or at least, when he's running with the football, slide down more, lower your shoulder more, throw the ball away more. It's just those little things he has to take into consideration moving forward, because it's only so much he can take with all the hits he's been taking, and he's not going to last long playing with his running playing style as a quarterback. It's not going to go well for him in the future if he continues to play the way he has been playing. So, he has a bum ankle, he has a bum shoulder, but I still think he can play at elite level when he comes back. It's not like he tore his rotator cuff or he tore Achilles in his foot or anything like that. So I do think Cam is going to come back strong. I think he's going to have a lot to prove, and I'm rooting for him. I love Cam Newton. I think he's an unbelievable player, but I just think it's a lot of pressure on Cam Newton, a lot of pressure, because he has to win this team football games and also play well. This year he played in his 2 games and he threw 0 touchdowns and an interception within 2 games. That's just god awful. So just Cam Newton, I just want to see what he's going to do moving forward as far as his playing style. He just has to change it up a little bit. But you guys leave a comment below. You guys let me know what you guys think. Who should start? Kyle Allen or Cam, who should, start moving forward? Do you think the Panthers are going to win the playoffs? You guys leave a comment below, but, you guys let me know, man. It's a big dilemma. You could go both sides. Again, I'm not saying Kyle Allen is better than Cam Newton. I'm just saying this guy he wins you football games, so you have to see what do you really want. So it's just, I guess time will show what can Cam Newton bring to the table when he reaches the field after this week, after this bye. So you guys drop a comment below, and see you guys on my next video. Peace.